channel. Today, first let me just say thank you guys for getting us to over 200 subscribers. It might seem like it's not a lot to some people, but it sure meant a lot to us because like we legit have like 2 friends each plus families. So just to know that there are 200 other people out there who are willing to watch us for who we are, we really appreciate you guys. So as you would have already read in the title, you already know what I'll be doing today. Today I will be making some buttermilk buns, like, or what you guys call dinner roll or whatever, wherever you're from. So to start that off, I have my milk here, and I just heated it in the microwave, and I'm gonna test if it's 100 degree Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius. Some people use it up to 110, but for the milk, you don't. If it's too hot, your yeast, it's gonna kill your yeast, and if it's too cold, your yeast isn't gonna bloom. So you want it lukewarm. A lot of people do the testing by saying if you put it on your hand like this, and you can bear it, then it's good to go. But I use a thermometer just to be sure. Mine is right at 102 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pour it in this bowl. This is 1 cup of milk, by the way. 1 cup of milk. I pour it into the bowl. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm using granulated sugar, white sugar, whatever you call it. And 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. 1, 2. And you want to like mix this around. And you're gonna set it for 10 minutes until it's bloomed. And by bloomed, I mean until you start seeing it like puff up to the top. Now I'm gonna take a plastic wrap and cover this.
Keep running.
You want to cover this for 10 minutes. So now that my yeast is fully bloomed and all bubbly, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 egg, not beaten. You're gonna mix it in the yeast mixture. Why am I using a rubber to crack a egg? So we have 1 egg, and this is 1/2 cup of melted butter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this. Now you go mix this together. You don't want to mix too much because you really don't want to overmix. Alright. Now that is mixed together, you're gonna add 3.5 cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. Like, I wouldn't recommend using bread flour for this because even though it's like a bread, it's more of a softer bread than the regular texture of like sliced bread. So I'm gonna add 3.5 cups of flour to the mixture. So 1, 2, 3.5. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar, and again I'm using granulated sugar, white sugar, whatever you call it, and then a teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. I don't know if there is even a difference with whatever salt you use. I have flake salt, but I think that's mostly for meat, like steak and whatever. So hey, this not working. All right, judgment time. I'm using my judgment until it reaches 1 tablespoon. Okay, that looks like, let me take this one right there. So now I'm gonna use my rubber spatula and kind of bring it together. The reason why I'm not using the machine for this with the dough is because this is a very light bread and I don't want to overmix. I literally just want to incorporate everything and bring it together until it's kind of like sticky. Then I'm gonna roll it out on the cutting board, or whatever you guys call that thing, cutting board. Yeah. So I'm just gonna bring this together until it is fully incorporated, like kneaded together. It's gonna be a little sticky, but that's what we wanted because this is a very light bread. Now that my dough is fully come together, I'm gonna let it sit for 20 minutes to relax the gluten in order for me to have a really nice flowing knead. Because if you realize, I haven't really get the chance to knead into it because I don't want to overwork the gluten. It's gonna make the bread rolls in the hand very tight, and you don't want that. So that's why I loosely combined it. Now I'm gonna allow it to set for 20 minutes, then onto the cutting board, the floured board, whatever you call it. It's a cutting board anyways. So now that 20 minutes has passed, I'm gonna, ooh, look at that, look how easy it's moving. I'm gonna toss my dough out on the floured board. That's dusted very lightly because you don't want too much flour on this. Now I'm gonna knead into it, like closely pull it together. I'm going to show you guys. You're going to pull it together like this. Like literally just pull it together. You don't want to be kneading anything like that. No, that's too much work and you're going to get some really tough rock breads. Did I say breads? Bread. Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Alright, so now I'm just tossing this together, like pulling all the sides together in one. And then like tucking like the every time I pull it, I put it under like this, like literally putting it into a ball. And I'm going to turn it over. And I'm just gonna knead it lightly and toss it on the floured area. That way it moves more smoothly. Okay, now that I have my dough in a ball, I'm gonna grease a bowl now. Let me see if I can get this out. Okay, I'll be using the mixing bowl for this. I'm gonna grease this. Holy shirt. I'm gonna put just a little bit, let me show you guys. Just a little bit of oil in that. And you want to give it a nice grease. And I'm gonna toss my dough into this. And then I'm gonna cover with plastic wrap, saran wrap, whatever you call this thingy. I call it plastic wrap. See, that's what even on the box, plastic wrap. Some people would be fancy, that's saran wrap. Listen, I'm so basic, I told you guys that already. You think I'm gonna be prettying up anything for no video? I was gonna say dang. But anyways, we're gonna cover this. And the reason why we cover this with saran wrap is because, no, not cover it with saran wrap. The reason why we oil it, we don't want it to be sticky because this is gonna rise. And when it rises, the saran wrap will be easier to pull it off than if you use something else. But even though I use this saran wrap, I'm gonna use a clean damp towel. So I'm gonna damp this towel to put over it as well. Like, damping takes too long, so I just like wet the whole thing and just wring it out as dry as you can. So now I'm just gonna put this damn thing over here and let it rest here. They always, like for yeast, you always want to put it in a warm area where the yeast can really work through the dough like that, like a very warm area. So that's the reason why I put it over there. I usually turn on the light under here to like just give it that little warm, or I always like put it in the oven with it not turned on. Like, yeah, because I don't want you people go say I told you to put the damn thing in the oven with turned on like that. Like, you know, it gonna call fire. So no. So I'll be waiting on that to double in size, and then I'll see you guys after. So now that some time has passed and our dough has risen to twice its size, I'm gonna punch the hair down and put it back on the rolling board for cutting and placement on this baking sheet. I use parchment paper because I don't like it to like sticky on the thingy, on the baking sheet. But first I gotta preheat my oven to 350 degrees. So while that is preheating, I'm gonna put my, wait, I need to get the board. I'm gonna put the dough down and get this out of the way. Ooh, so soft. All right. All right, now that my dough is ready to go, I will be separating this into two. I don't have a dough cutter, so I'm using this, the chopper. I don't know if it's, ooh, it worked. Okay, so I'm gonna be using, now that I have the dough divided into two halves, I'm gonna go ahead and divide it. Each half is going to be divided into 8, leading to 16 pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this in two. This as well. I'm going to cut right here and right here on both sides. Then I'm going to cut down the middle. I guess you could use a normal knife for this. I don't know why the hell I'm being extra the whole chopper, which is not the right thing for this. But anyways, now that they're divided into 8, I'm gonna take one piece. You see how it looks triangle and all? You're gonna put it over like this. Like, you're gonna bring it together into a ball. Well, a ball-like structure. Like this, and you gonna place it on your baking sheet like this. So one is down, and that's how I'm gonna go ahead and do all 16 pieces. So guys, now that I have everything on the tray, I did go ahead and cut them into smaller slices, because some were like, it was disproportionate, like some was bigger than some, so I did go and make them as equal as I could. So instead of ended up with 16, I know of 20. So now I'm gonna cover this with plastic wrap and let sit for about 15 more minutes. These are gonna double in sizes again before I am able to put them in the oven. So we're gonna go ahead and plastic wrap this. Just let them sit for a couple minutes. Oh, wait, I don't have any over this side. Just a little bit. Here we go. So we're just gonna let these sit for about 20 minutes and then we'll be back when they're doubled in size. So now that my rolls have doubled in size, I have gone ahead to make some milk and egg batter to kind of like brush over the top before putting it in the oven. Can someone please comment down below and say, get you a brush, a kitchen brush, whatever that is called, to like brush these things? Because I don't know why I can never remember to get a brush, and I bake so much. So many things that always require a brush. But yet still, I can never get a brush. So y'all just spam my comments which say, get you a brush, Sherry, please. Probably that way when I'm going through the comments, I will be like, oh my god, why is everyone wanting me to get a brush? I will have to get a brush. I don't know why I can never remember that. Like, simple thing. I remember everything else though. I remember makeup. I remember everything else except the goddamn brush that I use so often. So I'm just putting it on the top. It's gonna give it that little brown look that we all like in our dinner rolls. That little glow, as you may say. So now I'm done brushing and it's time for the oven. Now that I'm finished brushing, I'm gonna go ahead and toss them into my already preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. I'm actually gonna put it 25 minutes. I always give my thing a little 5 minutes over. I mean, I never do anything accurate with the right accuracy, so I'm gonna give it 25 minutes. So 25 minutes started now, so I'll see you guys after they're finished, and I really hope they turned out because this is actually my first time baking dinner rolls. No, actually no, I've made dinner rolls in high school. Oh my god, that was a long time ago, and I don't think I used this method that I'm using now. So this is like one of my what's the word modified recipe. I would say, yes, one of my modified recipes. So yeah, so I'll see you guys after the 25 minutes is up, and I'll show you guys what they look like. And that's my timer, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, turn the oven off, and pull these babies out. Oh Christ. Turn the light off. Holy hell, I need another. Oh my god, look at these. Right now I'm crashing so hard. I'm gonna rest this. Oh, I need this grill. Oh, this is warm. Very warm. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys. Wow, look at this. I'm so excited. I'm glad they turned out. Ooh, and look at that, they bouncing back. Ooh, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some of this butter right here, and I'm just gonna put it over these babies. Oh yes. Well, this is making me so happy right now. Like, I love dinner rolls. I could eat dinner rolls for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. I love dinner rolls. Like, I just love pastry. I love bacon. I love bread, rice. I love everything that has to do with that. See, this is the reason why I need a brush. I mean, it's working, but a brush would be more effective. Oh, hell yeah. Put it in between these babies as well. Because when you break these off, you're gonna get it. You gonna get it in there, girl. Okay, okay, I see you. I gotta show you guys again. I'm hyped right now. Look at that. I'm gonna pull one off just so you guys can see what I'm talking about right now. Which one should I go for? This one, because it's closest to the camera, I guess. I'm gonna go for this one. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna break it just so you guys see I'm not even kidding. Look how soft that. Oh, it's hot. Don't do this. Don't do this at home. But look at how soft this is. Oh, don't do that. And I keep doing it. Look at that. Whoa. Do not do that. This is hot. But because I wanted to show you guys the texture of the bread, like, it is so soft. Let me see. How do they do that? Oh, okay. Trying to black the light because I'm using like a light. Look at that texture. Holy Christ. I'm just gonna do this for the sake of you guys because I love you guys so much. I will literally do anything for you guys. So now I'm gonna put some butter on this right here. Oh my god. This is just melting away. I can't even control it to like really spread it. Okay. Here it goes. Look at literally soak into that. I'm just gonna try it for you guys. It is so soft. Don't talk with your mouth open. I can't lie about this, guys. There's no way. There's no way that I can make this hot. It is too good to be true. That's all I know. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish eating what I started. This is so good. Guys, I really hope you enjoy this video, and as always, it's always a pleasure entertaining you guys, and I'm glad that we actually built a family already. It's crazy, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for your continuous support as always. And that's it. Go try this recipe and tell me what you think. And as always, we love you guys. Legit. Love you guys. So see you in the next video.